Hey everyone, it's Eric Devine here, and I have a special review for you today. It is the iPad Pro 12.9-inch display. So here I have my phone just laying next to it, and obviously you can see that it is like, you could probably fit about 7 iPhones in there, I would say. But it's a little weird because the buttons on the iPad Pro are just about the same size as the iPhone, and I'll show you that in a minute. I'm just going to go over the exterior features here. So on the bottom we have 2 speakers as well as the lightning charging port. On this side there is nothing other than the connector that you can connect the keyboard to. And on the top we have the lock button and 2 more speakers as well as the audio jack. And here's me lining up the buttons on the side of the iPad, the volume buttons, and they're just about the same size, which is a little bit disproportionate. I feel like this should be just slightly bigger. And on the top, the lock button is the same size as the lock button on the iPhone 6, which is a little ridiculous. But what a beautiful device, holy cow. Here's the camera and the microphone on the back side, and there's also a camera on the front side of the iPad. I'll get into the specs of that in a little bit, but just look at how thin this thing is. Thin and light and fast as ever, and you'll see once I get demonstrating how quick it is. It can just maneuver from app to app very fast. I've owned several iPads, and this is definitely the fastest iPad I've used. And it gets about 10 hours of battery life per charge. So let me start a quick game here. Show you how fast it loads. You could be playing a game in literally like seconds. But one of the problems you will encounter with an iPad this ginormous is you have to reach to the other side of the iPad just to hit a button on most games, you know, of you tapping around the screen. So don't be surprised, because see, I'm holding the iPad, but at the same time I have to reach across it in order to hit buttons, so it's gonna be a little different, but it all works pretty well. So I guess I'll get into some of the specs here. This is the 128 gigabyte model, and it comes in 32 and 256 gigabyte models. And as well, this is the Wi-Fi iPad. It's not the 3G one that connects to your cellular plan. And so this model weighs 1.57 pounds. So, it's pretty hefty, but it's not terrible. Oh, it looks like I died here. Okay, well, we'll try something. If you're wondering where the speed comes from, it's from Apple's new A9X chip. It's very fast. Now let's open the App Store and just show you all the apps. The iOS store is just tons of apps you can download. Games, applications, all that stuff. If you don't already know about how iOS or iPad works, you've been living in the dark. But maybe I'll make a review some other time of iOS and their marketplace. And here's Netflix. I use Netflix a lot. Netflix is great on this device. You don't even need a TV hardly, because this thing is so huge. When you hold it up to your face, man, it is like the size of a TV. And just watch how fast it loads this. Literally like 2 seconds. It wasn't preloaded or anything. I haven't watched Parks and Recreation in forever, and just bam, instantly loaded. It's probably faster than the TV I watch it on. PS4, I guess. So like I said, the resolution of this screen, well, it's 12.9 inches, and it's LED backlit with multi-touch, so you can do multiple things at once. Here I'm going through some pictures just to show you the video quality on the 264 pixels per inch display. The rear-facing camera is 8 megapixels, and the video is 1080p HD at 32 frames a second, and it has slow-mo, so it can do 720p at 120 frames a second, which is me stirring the coffee here, as you can see. And the 9.7 inch iPad Pro has a little bit better specs on the camera. It can record in 4K, and it has 12 megapixels. It's probably because it came out after the larger one. Here I'm just going to show you the different colors of iPads. There are space gray, gold, and silver for the large one, and then there's rose gold for the 9.7 inch, but other than that, it has the same color scheme. And I got black and space gray. And here I'm just using Siri to ask where the nearest taco stand is, so It's going to tell me that and show me in maps. Obviously, there's so much the iPads can do. I really can't go through every feature with you in this review today. I'm just trying to make it quick and show you a little bit about what it can do and what it is that this iPad Pro is, I guess. The iPad Pro truly is a great tablet and is a very fun tablet to use. It works with the Apple Pencil, which is a very interesting device. It works as a stylus but also as an artist tool, and it's good for taking notes, it's good for drawing pictures, it's good for doodling. It's just some good fun. There's a lot of electronics packed in it, so it's really responsive and it can sense the amount of pressure you are writing with. And I did a review on that, so you can check that out. I'll post the video link here. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this brief overview of the Apple iPad Pro 12.9-inch display. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more tech reviews.